Lions fans, Jason from Talking Grit. Let's talk about the injury front for both teams. A big name has come back from Detroit, and what's the latest on the Bucs wide receiver situation?
Welcome to Talking Grit.
Remember to like and subscribe and comment below on who you think is going to win this matchup. Let's start with our Detroit Lions. Another lengthy list, which is unfortunately we are getting used to. The surprising news of the week was that Terrion Arnold practiced. Less than 2 weeks ago, the Lions thought he was going to be gone for the season, but now he's practicing. So that's encouraging for after the bye, right? He will not play in this one, but could week 9 be a possibility against the Minnesota Vikings? Both Sione Vaki and Avante Maddox are going to miss time as well. But the big name that we will be missing is Kerby Joseph. He's announced as out. This is probably overdue as Kerby's been struggling all season to stay on the field, leaving games multiple times throughout the season. So hopefully, giving him a 2-week rest coupled with our bye next week, that should help them. But with the branch suspension, the Lions will be playing without their entire starting defensive backfield. And in a minute, we're going to look at who's going to be available. Taylor Decker is listed as questionable. He actually got in 2 practices this week, going on Thursday and Friday before sitting out Saturday's practice. Probably closer to a game time decision. If he can't go, it'll be Dan Skipper time again. DJ Reader was a kind of surprising name for all of us Lions fans as he played that entire game last week. He's been limited this week with a back injury, but in player interviews, it sounds like he's going to go. Zach Cunningham has practiced all week, come back from that hamstring injury. The first time he's practiced, so he practiced in full all week. So I expect him to play. And I've saved the best news for last. It's time for us as Lions fans to see Alim McNeill return to the defensive line. It is fully expected that Alim's going to play in this game. Dan Campbell said earlier on 97.1, Alim is freaking playing. So this should help the pass rush, in turn help out our banged up back end. Before we move to the Buccaneers injury list, let's look at the Lions secondary and see who are our options back there. We have Eric Hallett, Thomas Harper, and Jamie Robinson all on the active roster, with Lawrence Strickland on the practice squad. At corner, we have Amik Robertson and Rocky Sin. Those are going to be your starters. And Nick Whiteside there. So we have 3 corners on the active roster. But on the practice squad, we have Trey Flowers, Arthur Mollett, and the newly signed Kendall Fuller. I'm expecting Lawrence Strickland to be promoted to the active roster, and it wouldn't surprise me if Kendall Fuller was promoted as well. We'll find out more about that either on Sunday or Monday. As far as the Bucs are concerned, they have a lengthy list as well. Levante David has been hobbled by knee injury and is officially listed as questionable. The Bucs may have gotten some good news this week that they are hoping that both Emeka, Egbuka, and Mike Evans can play with their hamstring injuries. Both listed as questionable and will be game time decisions according to their coach, Todd Bowles. Chris Godwin is out, and starting running back Bucky Irvin is also out. They will be missing tackle Luke Haggard. RB4 Josh Williams is going to be listed as out. And returning to Ford Field for the first time since a playoff loss to the Commanders will be backup Teddy Bridgewater, who's listed as questionable with an injury. So, as Lions fans, getting Evans and Egbuka back is scary, especially with what we have going on at cornerback and safety. So, we will have to keep a very close eye on that. The Bucs also have some significant players on IR, which is going to affect this game. They are banged up on the offensive line as both Luke Gadecki and Cody Mock are their starting tackle and starting guard, respectively, are out. Kalijah Cansey, big player on their defensive line, is out, and then are also missing another wide receiver, Jalen McMillan. So with all those Bucs, banged up front, Lions are going to have to take advantage of that. We're going to have to get pressure, affect Baker, get him down to the ground. Hopefully, Hutch can get another strip sack. 4.5 sack performance last year against the Buccaneers would be amazing, right? Maybe later in the season we get to see a proper healthy matchup between these two teams. This could be a preview of the NFC Championship game. Would be awesome to see both teams fully healthy, playoff mode, going at it. Regardless, this is going to be a fun matchup. I'm sure Kelvin Shepard has something lined up on this defense. Get them ready to play. Hopefully, Hutch balls out. Remember, on Tuesday, Jacob and I will go live and we will talk about this whole game in our podcast called Biting Recaps. So hit that notification bell, get notified, and one more thing. Go Lions.